Hello students, welcome to lecture 6 on unit 5 metal corrosion, its prevention and electrochemistry. In this lecture we are going to talk about the last method of corrosion prevention, that is metal coating. So let's learn about metallic coatings. Coating of metal is very useful for protecting the metals from corrosion. It can be of two types: coating of more active metals and coating of less active metals. Let us first study coating of more active metals, which is also called as anodic coatings. Coating of more active metals like zinc, aluminium, cadmium protect the base metal from corrosion. In this case, base metal acts as cathode and coating metal becomes an anode. So when coated base metal is subjected to surrounding medium, then it forms galvanic cell in which cathode is protected from corrosion while anode undergoes corrosion. Such a protection is also known as cathodic protection. For example, coating of zinc on iron, which is called as galvanizing. So under coating of more active metal, we are going to study galvanizing. What is galvanizing? Galvanizing is a process of coating iron or steel sheets with thin coat of zinc to prevent them from rusting. There are different steps that are carried out during the galvanizing. So first step is cleaning of the iron or steel sheet. Firstly, the iron or steel article such as sheet, pipe or wire is cleaned by pickling with dilute H2SO4 solution for 15 to 20 minutes at 60 to 90 degrees Celsius to remove scale, dirt, oil, grease or rust and any other impurities from the base metal. Then the article is washed well with water and then dried. It is then dipped in the bath of molten zinc, maintained at 425 to 430 degrees Celsius. The surface of bath is kept covered with ammonium chloride, which acts as flux to prevent the oxide formation. Then the article is covered with a thin layer of zinc when it is taken out of bath. So at this stage, the coating of zinc occurs in the molten zinc bath. It is then passed through a pair of hot rollers, which removes any excess of zinc and produces a thin film of uniform thickness of zinc coating on the surface of base metal. It is then annealed, that is heated at a particular temperature to give some mechanical strength to the article and finally collected slowly. This is a galvanizing process which is carried out at industrial level, that is coating of more active metal. This is a raw material, that is a roll of iron sheets which is passed through the furnace. Then it is dipped in the molten zinc bath. This is a molten zinc bath maintained at 425 to 430 degrees Celsius. So the sheet passes through this molten zinc bath and it comes up, and it is passed through the pair of two rollers to remove any excess of zinc from the sheet and to give uniform coating on the sheet. Then it is further passed through the annealing chamber, that is heating treatment is given to the sheet to impart some mechanical strength, and finally we get a zinc coated galvanized sheets. You can observe the color of this sheet when it is taken as the raw material, and you can see the finished form of galvanized sheets, that is iron gets coated with zinc, which gives very shiny appearance to the sheet at the end of the final product. So galvanizing is the example of cathodic protection in which zinc acts as anode and undergoes corrosion, while the base metal, that is iron sheets, act as a cathode and it gets protected from the corrosion. If the protective zinc coating is broken, in case there is a crack developed in this coating, then iron too is protected because zinc is more active. It is more electropositive than the iron as it is placed at the upper position in the galvanic series. Hence, zinc is more active than iron and therefore it continues to protect the base metal sheets from the corrosion. Now here there is a diagram as given in the book. The iron sheet is first passed through a cleaning bath which contains H2SO4 at 60 to 90 degrees Celsius. Then it is passed through a washing bath containing water. Then the sheet is dried by passing it through the drying chamber, and then the sheet passes through the molten zinc bath which is maintained at 425 to 430 degrees Celsius, in which actual coating of zinc occurs. Then the sheet is further passed through a pair of hot rollers to remove any excess of zinc which is collected in the collecting bath, and uniformly coated zinc galvanized sheet is passed through these rollers, and finally it is passed through the annealing chamber where heat treatment is given to the galvanized sheets, and we get the finally coated zinc coated iron sheet which is called as galvanized sheet. Okay. Uses of galvanizing. This process is widely used for protecting the iron articles which are exposed to the moisture, as in the case of roofing sheets, wires, fencing wires, pipes, nails, bolts, screws, buckets, tubes, etc., which are made of iron, are protected from atmospheric corrosion by galvanizing them. But galvanized utensils cannot be used for preparing and storing of foodstuff. This is very important question, especially acidic ores. Since zinc gets dissolved in all the acids, forming highly toxic compounds. That is why galvanized utensils are not used for storage of acidic foodstuff, as zinc gets dissolved in all kinds of acids forming highly toxic compounds, and hence the foodstuff is poison which is harmful to the health. In this slide you can see the differently used articles like nuts, nails, buckets, sheets, iron pipes galvanized with zinc, uh, roofing sheets, etc. Rolled galvanized sheet you can see in this slide, which are the applications of galvanizing process. Here also you can see some of the applications of galvanized process. Okay, now let's study about the second type of metallic coatings, that is coating of less active metals, tinning. In galvanizing we have studied about coating of more active metal. In this we are going to study coating of less active metals. Less active metals or noble metals protect the base metal from corrosion due to their inactivity. It provides mechanical protection to the base metal. For example, coating of tin in tinning is made to protect iron from corrosion because it is extremely corrosion resistant. So, in under coating of less active metal, we are going to study tinning process, okay, in which iron is coated with less active metal called as tin. So what is tinning? Tinning is a process of coating tin on base metal iron. How it is done? First, iron sheet is cleaned with dilute H2SO4. to remove dirt, impurities from the surface of the sheet. Then it is cleaned with water and dried properly by passing it through the drying chamber. The article is then passed through zinc chloride flux bath. Next, it is dipped in the molten mass of tin, which is maintained at the temperature of 232 degrees Celsius. Here at this stage, the iron sheets or the article is coated with tin. To remove any excess of tin, it is then passed through a pair of hot rollers and also to get the uniform coating of tin. Lastly, it is annealed, that is heat treatment is given. The coated article is heated at a particular temperature to impart the mechanical strength to the article. It improves the mechanical properties of that article during annealing and then cooled slowly. Here at this stage we get a tin coated article. Now what are the applications of tinning? Tin containers are used to store foodstuff, pharmaceuticals, etc. And tinned wire is used for soldering. This is the diagram as given in the book of tinning process. As I have already explained you earlier, this is the starting point of the tinning process. Sorry. The iron sheets or the base metal sheet is passed through acid pickling bath for the removal of impurities or any oxide film present on the surface of the sheet. Then the sheet passes through a molten bath of zinc chloride flux for cleaning. Then it passes through a molten tin bath, which is maintained at 232 to 240 degrees Celsius temperature. And then the sheet passes through a hot pair of rollers to remove the excess of tin, and it is also passed through a vegetable oil bath to prevent the oxidation of tin. Then further the coated tin plate passes through a pair of hot rollers to remove any excess of the tin sheets. And finally we get tin plated sheet. Here also you can see some of the applications of tinning process. The small articles, copper bars, copper wires are to be insulated with rubber is first tinned to protect it from sulfur attack of the rubber. Okay. The cans used for medicines, roofing sheets are also tinned with tin. Now let's have a look at the applications of tinning. Tinning is used in the manufacture of various types of cans for storing of foodstuff, biscuit tins, kitchen utensils, oil, ghee containers, pickles, medicine, kerosene, etc. because tin protects the metal from corrosion and prevents the food poisoning. Tin plated sheets are used for making trunks, boxes, for roofing, for vessels, for storing petroleum products, etc. So here we have studied the two process of metallic coatings. One is galvanizing and the other is tinning. Galvanizing is a coating of more active metal on the base metal. Tinning is the coating of less active metal on the base metal. So let us just revise the difference between the two processes. Galvanizing is a process of coating zinc on iron. Tinning is a process of coating tin on iron. Zinc is more active than iron, hence protects the iron, whereas tin is less active than iron and hence more resistant to chemical attack. If the zinc coating is broken, if it develops crack, then also zinc continues to protect iron, that is a base metal, from corrosion due to galvanic cell corrosion action. Whereas tin continues to protect the base metal till the coating is perfect. if there is a crack or breakage of the tin coating developed on the article, then the base metal undergoes corrosion very rapidly. Galvanized containers cannot be used for storing of foodstuff because of zinc coating, since especially for acidic food articles. Because zinc dissolves in acids, almost all acid zinc dissolves and it produces poisonous compounds which may poison the foodstuff ultimately. So galvanized containers cannot be used for storing foodstuff. Tin containers can be used for storing of foodstuff. As tin is very less active, it is inert, it does not react with the acid. Apart from metallic coating, corrosion can also be avoided by using pure metal or metal alloys. Using pure metal, corrosion can be prevented as impurities in metal causes heterogeneity, which decreases the corrosion resistance of the metal due to minute galvanic cell setup in it. Thus, the corrosion resistance of a given metal can be improved by increasing its purity. The other way to prevent the corrosion of metal is by using metal alloys. Noble metals such as precious metals like platinum, aurum are corrosion resistant. Corrosion resistance of most of the metal can be increased by alloying them with suitable elements. Especially nickel and chromium is the best suitable alloying metal for iron or steel to increase its corrosion resistance. Thank you.